one thing that I think the manufacturing industry has mistaken is everyone thinks it's perception of the industry. But
Hmm.
when you talk to these young kids, they don't have a perception. It's their parents that had the perception about the industry. These kids don't even know it exists. Like they have
Exactly.
no clue. I've been to a couple different schools. I'm working really closely with Mayfield High School in Northeast Ohio. I've posted about them multiple times. They have a great manufacturing trades program along with my alumni Chardon High School. They have what's called the crew that they have a trades program. So I've been working with them, trying to help them get into shops and presentations there and do that kind of stuff. But if you ask them what's manufacturing, they're like,
Yeah.
they
And
don't
I
know.
think,
So they don't have that perception. So it's really the
yeah.
exposure. And that was my focus with manufacturing muscle.
And I think that's absolutely true. Like, it's not even like correcting the wrong perception. There is no perception. They just
It's
think like parts exist, right?
yeah.
Uh, and that's so weird for me to be able to think about how that is. We talk to the AMBA and the different organizations, and one of the things that I keep joking about is like, how do you make manufacturing sexy? Like, how do you make it? I mean, how do you make it something that anybody wants to care about, right? Like nobody cared about custom made choppers, right? Nobody cared until there was a TV show that said, look how cool this is and look at the people that are actually doing it.
Yeah.
Nobody cared about duck whistles until Duck Dynasty had a show and they became like this monster thing, right? And I think my opinion is that, all the people that want to do something like this, like plastics industry and the AMBA and the NAMs of the world and all of those organizations, man, if they would pool some resources, the kind of like TV show, like a how it's made kind of TV show that actually shows people what this industry is and what it does could be amazing.
Oh,
Um,
totally.
I mean, the
Totally.
personalities, I don't know what's going on at your company, but the personalities we have here, like I can see the t-shirts. They would be ridiculous.
Oh my gosh, we have some awesome people that work for the HEH group, so I'm sure we could pull some funny ones too. But I really just think like even when I go and I do talk to the kids about it, they're instantly interested. I
Yeah.
mean, we had a group of students here back in December, and one of our spindle repair technicians, John Johnson, he's a fantastic guy. He had the kids for 10 minutes or so, and then the teacher called me after and was like, "Hey, three of our kids want to be like the next future John Johnson. So, like, how do we make that happen?" And
Right.
it really is cool stuff. It's just showing kids that it happens and making the connection. Right? They have phones in their hands. How do you think that phone was made?
Yeah.
And it's the different industries, right? So, like, in high school, the schools tell you, you gotta go to college and you gotta be a doctor or a lawyer or an accountant, or you gotta be in the medical field, whatever they're selling to you, or go get some useless major that'll pay you 20 grand a year and you can't even pay your student loans. That's a whole nother topic that I could get into. But you do
That'll
that,
be
but you don't
episode 2.
realize that, yeah, that might be a follow-up. What they don't realize is saying going into the medical field doesn't mean you have to be a nurse, doesn't mean you have to be a
Correct.
doctor, doesn't mean you have to be
Correct.
a PT. You can sell medical equipment. You can make medical equipment.
Right.
How do you think the dental drills go in your mouth? I have bone screws and a stimulator device in my body from my surgeries. Those are groundbreaking technology. I wouldn't even be able to walk today if it wasn't for my stimulator device. And who makes that is Abbott. They're a manufacturing company. So, I think in aerospace, not many people are going to end up as astronauts, but a lot of people can do some really cool things in aerospace shops and go
Absolutely.
to SpaceX and tour that and be a partner of them and be able to help them make their spaceships, things like that. And that is that whole thing that I'm trying to drive with manufacturing muscle and just helping these kids understand that there is options in fields that you're interested in that might not have such a high burden of entry.
Right. And I think, you have the ability to do that in a different way, right? You're not a stodgy old man that's worn and been in the shop for a long time, right? You have a different perspective on what that looks like. You have a different relatability to the students that you're talking to, where they're going to listen to you in a different way than they would like. if my dad came to a school and started
Sure.
talking to people.
Sure.
That's just a different thing. Like you are younger, you're fresher, you have a different energy and an attitude about what the opportunities are, and what that would look like. And I think that's what we need more of, is people actually telling the right story to the kids so that they can see that there are opportunities and options that, like you said earlier, they don't even know exist. That, like, nobody even knows this industry is there. There's a kid that eventually he's going to come work for us. I've already talked to him about it. His name is Miles, and he's in our youth group, and he is a Lego fanatic.
Oh,
Um,
Miles.
I mean, the
Thank
kid
you.
is amazing. He made us our own ID1 Lego toy, like
No
with, yeah,
way.
with instructions and everything. It's amazing. And so now he's in the process of making his own Lego minifigures. And he's 17, 18 years old. He is working with different companies to source the materials. He's doing the designs. He's got people in Germany that are making parts for him. He's looking into, what does it look like for me to get my own plastic injection mold to be able to make some parts? Where could I get this done? And nobody said, Miles, you should get into this. He just looked at the figures and went, there's other people that are making Lego figures. How are they doing it? How can I be a part of it? This is where my passion is. What does this look like?
That
Um,
is fantastic.
yeah, it's just so cool to be able to see somebody doing that and thriving in that way. Hey there. Thanks for watching the Manufacturing Alliance podcast. If you like what you saw, click here to watch the full interview, or you can click our channel link here. But either way, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. That's it for now. Take care, and God bless.